Okay, so welcome to our Monday night team call. We are super excited. This month we have been talking all about retention, and so we're going to keep on that theme for the next week, I guess, and then next week's the last week of the month. So we're going to keep on that tonight. We're going to talk a couple more tips about retention, and then we're going to put it into action. So, okay, first thing, like, why is retention important? We always think, okay, we want people, we want to get new customers, we want to get them started on the products, but why is it important? Well, first of all, we want our customers to have good results, right? That's the whole reason that we're sharing, is because we know that these products can help people. And if they're not on their products, then they're not going to see the results that they want to see and that we know that they can see. So that's number one, basic. We want them to see results. Two, our customers are really the foundation of our business. So we always think like, we want other people to do the business with us, which we do. But the reality is the majority of our team, the people that we have join us, are going to be just happy, loyal customers. That is the solid foundation that our business is built on. And so if we don't have customers who are enjoying their products, like, our business is not going to be stable. So those are the two like basic reasons we want to keep people happy on their products, which means we need good retention. Okay, so I want to go through 4 reasons why people stay ordering. And like, I have notes, so if I'm looking down, that's why. Okay, 4 reasons why people stay ordering. 1, engagement. 2, results. Convenience, customer service. Let's break that down. Okay, engagement. Okay, we want them to interact with us. In the first 48 hours is best. Okay, they're gonna stay because they start to interact and they start to feel like it's a community. Okay, how can we do that though? Well, first is we're gonna send our getting started video, right? We've talked about that. Maybe you've made one. If not, maybe your sponsor has made one. That's a great tool. Getting them to watch that is one piece of engagement that they can start to do. Second, if you have a customer care chat, which I highly recommend everyone create a customer care chat, is invite them, add them to the customer care chat, but don't just stay right there, but introduce them. Say, hey, I'm so excited. My friend Katie just got started on the triplex. I'm super excited. Like, let's give her a warm welcome. Okay, people are then going to be like, hey, Katie, congratulations. You're going to love it, and it gets Katie interacting. And so she starts to feel the warmth of the community and she gets excited. Okay, so we want people to be engaged. Okay, second, results. We want people to see results, which means anytime someone is starting to see a result, we want to celebrate that win. Whether it's, hey, I went to the bathroom today. That's a big deal, okay? We want to celebrate that. Okay, maybe they lost 2 pounds. Maybe they didn't need a nap. Maybe they were able to say no to, the cookie tray that was, left at school. I don't know. Anything that is a win for them, we want to celebrate. We're not just here to get people signed up. We're here to be their encouragement, their cheerleader, their support. So we want them to see those wins and we want to celebrate that. Next, people say just out of convenience. What does that mean? It means they find something that they like that works. So they're like, this works. I found it. Great. I'm going to stay. And then last is customer service. We want to make sure that we not only provide great customer care, but we want to make sure that we're providing a personal connection. Remember, people signed up with you for a reason. It was because you had that personal connection with them. So we want to keep that going. That means when you're messaging them, don't let it just be about Plexus. Let it be about their family. Did they post that they just went to the beach? Hey, how was the beach trip? Did you notice that, their kid was sick? Hey, how's your kid doing? How's Johnny doing? Is he feeling better? Oh, that went through our house too. Whatever it is, you want to make that personal connection. I have a little friend back there. Next, you want to make sure that you provide personalized care. Okay, this is another reason why they're not buying their supplements from a box store, right? You provide personalized care for them. Okay, Nellie is super good about this. Okay, I know several are, but she comes to mind. It means you are making sure that they are on the exact products for their needs. It means that anytime that they have a struggle, maybe they're starting to experience a little detox and they're feeling a little bit bloated. You're right there saying, okay, let me help you through that. Here's some tips. You're checking in. You're providing that personalized care for them. Okay, this is another reason they signed up with you and not somebody else. Remember, it is our job to retain our customers and provide great customer service. It is not just about getting a new VIP to join us. That's the easy part. The hard part comes with getting them to stay. And that's from all of these things, making sure they're engaged. They're seeing the community that we have. They are getting results. You're providing great customer care and customer service. Those are the 4 reasons why people stay and the 4 kind of areas that we can work on. Okay. I want you to write this down. You're not going to take time to do this right now, but I do want you to write it down. Sometimes we feel like we have great retention rates. We're like, yeah, my retention is great. Katie and I were on a call, not too long ago, and we actually looked at what our numbers were, and it was a little bit shocking, and we didn't realize what our retention was. So you can figure out your own retention rates yourself. Here's how you're going to do it. You're going to write it down. It's a very, very simple formula. Okay, first you are going to go, you want to look at your retention for 30, 60, and 90 days. So you're going to start with the first 30. You're going to look at whoever ordered last month. You're going to write down how many that is. Let's say it was 5. Okay, you have 5 customers that ordered last month. Then you're going to look at this month and you're going to say how many either have their subscriptions on, or by the end of the month, how many order. Okay, if it's 5 and 5, great, your retention is 100%. If it's, 2 and 5, okay, you got some work to do. Okay, so you're going to do that for 1 month. Then you're going to go back 2 months and you're going to figure out again who ordered 2 months ago for the first time and how many of those people ordered this month. Okay, so you're going to look at October, see how many order in November. You're going to look at September and see how many order in November. Then you're going to look at August and see how many order in November. Okay, you're going to get a percentage. You just divide it. Divide the total number, divide how many order this month by the total that signed up last month or the month before that. Okay, that's going to give you a percent. So kind of to give you like a range of, you're going to get a number and you're going to go, is this good? Is this bad? Okay, ideally, you want your retention rate to be 80% or better. That's like ideal. Okay, that's like you're rocking it. Okay, if it's 70%, you're like pretty average, like that's still pretty good. If you're below 70%, it means you have some improvement that you need to do. Just know, wherever your retention is at, it's okay. But now you have power because you know what it is. And so you know an area that you can focus on. So again, 80%, killing it. 70%, like you're doing good. If it's below 70, like you need to work and kind of figure out like where can you improve. Okay, so that's one I want you to do on your own. All right, so how can we have effective customer care? Katie has talked about this the last couple weeks, so I'm just going to give us like a couple additional pointers. Some of this she has probably already shared, but one is have a system. This is the biggest thing. You have to have a system for it. So I shared, we talked about the messages, and I shared the messages and kind of that like roadmap for the first 3 months. Use that. That's already created, use it. But if yours is a little bit different, that's totally okay. Create your own. But just know you have one to use. And if you want to tweak it, tweak it. But having a system in place that you do with every single person is going to be huge. That's how you're going to know and like keep a good solid. And it's not like, one person you do great with and one person you don't, because you have a system. Okay. Through that, you want to make sure we're connecting weekly, which is for the first 3 months. Okay, this is not only about the products, but remember, you're also just connecting with them as a person. You're getting to know them. There's a reason why they signed up with you, right? They liked you. If they didn't like you, they probably wouldn't have signed up with you. So connect with them as a human, as a person. And just know one time a week connecting is not, it's not too much. Kayla and I were talking about this. Like think about, and I think Katie mentioned it, think about, especially this time of year, how many messages you get from like Old Navy and Kohl's. I think every day I'm probably getting like 4 or 5 emails from each of them. And like, I don't think anything about it. You're not going to send that many, but once a week is totally okay to check in with them and see how they're doing. It's not a bother. Again, this is part of that personalized care that you're providing. You want to focus, like I said, on building connection and relationships, celebrate wins. And here's kind of the last one we're going to talk about. And then I'm going to give you some action items to do. Is we want to make sure that we're also exposing our customers to the income opportunity. We know we have fantastic products. but we also know we have an income opportunity that can change lives. It can. And if we are not sharing about this opportunity with our customers, then we're doing them a disservice. So we want to make sure that we are exposing them to it. That could look like a variety of different things. That could be when they first get started, when maybe we hop on the phone with them and we just ask a simple question of, hey, if you love these products, do you think you'd be sharing with any friends or family? Super easy. When they have a win, oh my goodness, that is so exciting. You've already lost 5 pounds. That's fantastic. Hey, what do you think about doing a shout out post? Like, I bet you have some friends who would love to lose an extra 5 pounds. There's another. Okay. It could also be asking them to do an event. Hey, you're loving your products. Like, what do you think about letting me host like a pink party or a girls night for you? It could just be on Messenger. I mean, you could do it in person if you want. You could do whatever you wanted, but you could do it simple. Hey, it could just be in Messenger. I'm going to give a fun like hostess gift, and we just be able to share a little bit more information with your friends and family. So maybe they're struggling with similar things, and this could be a benefit to them too. Like, what do you think about that? Very simple. I'm not pressuring anyone. I'm just exposing them. Okay. We have to know that if it took 10 to 14 exposures for someone to want to get started on these products, which is what marketing kind of says. I feel like now I think might even be even higher. But if it takes that long for someone just to say, yeah, I'll try the products, remember, it's going to take that long for someone to possibly be open to sharing with a friend or using their referral link or even starting this as a business. So we have to make sure that we are continually kind of dripping this opportunity with them. If you see a character trait in one of your customers, your happy customers who's been on their products for 6 months, they're loving it, and you just think, you know what, this person would be so good. They love sharing with their friends. They are so genuine. People trust them. Tell them that. Like, say, I think you could do really good at this. Like, here are the character traits that I see in you. Those are ways that we are going to be able to share this opportunity with others. Remember, this opportunity can be a huge blessing. I guarantee it's been a huge blessing for each and every one of you on the call. And if we aren't sharing that with others, then we're doing them a disservice. There's some statistic, I was trying to remember what it is, but I don't remember now the statistic. I was trying to ask Katie. She doesn't remember it either. But research shows that when somebody shares their referral link, they grab an accountability partner. Maybe they just want to get their products paid for. Okay, whatever it might be, their rate of staying on the products like jumps exponentially. Okay, so we want them to stay on the products because we know it's going to help them. We want their friends to be on the products because we know it will help them. Oh, 83%. Thanks, Joanna. I thought you would know it, Joanna. So they're going to stay on their products, and that's what we want. So we want to make sure that we are sharing that with them. Also, I don't know about any of you, but when I started, I could not afford the products, but they helped me. And so I had to find a way to pay for them. I guarantee there are a lot of people that we help who are in the exact same spot. These products help them. Maybe they're at a point of like desperation. I mean, I think of Katie, like she needed something to help her. And when the products worked, it's like, okay, now I can't afford these products. And so if we aren't sharing, like, hey, did you know if you just grabbed a few friends, you could make $300, you could make $500 this month? Like, what would that do? Would that allow you to be able to pay for your products for the next few months? Like very simple things, but we want to make sure we're sharing that. Okay, so here's some action. Okay, here's why I said bring your back office or a list of your current customers. And you're not going to have time to do all of this while we're on the call. So just start this, especially if you have a larger team, it's going to take you a while, maybe a little bit longer. All right, we want to think of in terms of are we connecting with our customers? So you're going to go through all your current customers, and I would suggest start with the most recent. That's the easiest, especially for customer care. And I want you to look at their name, maybe write it down on a notebook, and you're just going to put check marks. Or what you can do is if you have, let me get a drink of water. If you have your calendar and you've already been putting their names in each week, I just want you to make sure that you have in your calendar that you have connected with them each week for that first 3 months. If you want to put it in a piece of paper, you know, you can check, okay, they started last month, they're on week 3, 3 checks. Like I know I've checked in with them 3 times, like you know where they're at, okay? The second thing I want you to do is to write check marks by each person of how many times have you exposed them, talked to them about the business in some form. Okay, the goal is 10 because like I said, if it takes 10 to 14 times or more for someone to say yes to trying the products, it can take just as long for someone to be open to sharing their referral link. So you're going to think of in terms of, okay, did I mention it when they first got started? Did they watch the getting started video? In the getting started video, we talk about the fact that they have a referral link that they got free when they signed up as part of the referral program. When they had a first win, did I mention, oh my goodness, like that's amazing. Like, did anyone come to mind that, you know, like any friends or family who you think could benefit too? There's another one. Maybe they've been on their products 2 months. Hey, what do you think about doing a shout out post for me? Like you're loving your products. I bet you have friends who would love it too. Like, what do you think? There's another. Maybe you invite them to do an event. Maybe you tell them, you know, talk to them about what traits you see in them. Any of those things count. So I want you to look through your customers and just put check marks. You're going to write their names down and you're going to put check marks. This is kind of an eye-opening experience if you have been a little bit struggling in customer care or retention, because you're going to look and say, wow, that person has been on their products for like 6 months and I have 0 checks for, you know, the income opportunity that I've exposed them to, or I only have 2, or maybe I've only checked in with them like 4 times in the last 6 months. Just know wherever you're starting from is okay. It's better to know where you start from and be able to work from there than to just, you know, kind of ignore it. Sometimes when we're like a little bit uncomfortable with something, we just kind of like ignore it and go, well, they're still ordering. It's okay. Remember, it's okay to now check in with them and start kind of fresh and say, hey, listen, tell me how it's going. Like you've been on your products, like what are you loving? You know, what are you seeing? And even asking, is there anything you haven't, you know, you've been wanting to notice changes in, you haven't yet? Maybe it's time that they, you know, add another product or you let them know about the Friday deal, you know, when it comes out, anything like that. So let's take like, I don't know, 6 minutes. I know that is not a lot of time, but let's just take a couple minutes. I want us to pray after that. So let's take a couple minutes. Just look through, start making checks. Even if you just start with like making a list of your customers, that will be a good start. And that way you kind of have something to kind of go from. So let's take 6 minutes. We'll do that. We'll come back and I want us to pray because just as important as customer care is, it's really important that we are praying for our customers and we are praying over our businesses. So I want to make sure that we do that before we end. All right. I'm going to put a timer 6 minutes. Ready, go. Okay, small tip. If you did not know, you can go in your back office and you can sort by join date. So if you did not know that, when you see all your customers, you can scroll over and sort them by join date. You can just click on it and it will list it. And so that makes it easier to see when people joined. Okay, about 30 more seconds. Okay. Did everyone get like a sort of a start there? Yes, hopefully. I know I went through and wrote down a whole list of names of I've kind of done this a little bit, but I did a list of names of customers that I have been customers for a while that I really have not like checked in about the products with for a while. So, it is definitely an area that we can all grow in. I want to do a quick like show of hands and then we're going to pray. Raise your hand if you got started for the products. You started Plexus because you had a health need. Okay. I think that's probably pretty much everybody. So just remember that our happy customers are the ones that are great people to connect with and eventually do the business with you. So we all started for the products because we had a health need, and then we were exposed. Someone somewhere along the way told us about the amazing opportunity that Plexus was financially as well. And so we have been able to benefit not only from amazing health transformations, a lot of us, but also benefit from the financial side. And so our customers are the same way. But if nobody tells them about the income opportunity, then they're never going to know. So, all right, keep that in mind. But let's go into prayer time.